It's the end of January, and it's like this outside. It's been cold for the better part of a month now, at times brutally, as today. And it's just that time of year when both the body and the immune system and the spirit need a lift. So typically I bake. I don't know that that does anything for the immune system, but it does a lot for the spirits. But I'm on a little diet right now. Yeah, holidays a month ago, and so I'm trying something else. I am going to try today to make a Korean specialty made out of from dates. I think they're dates. It's called jujube and ginger tea. So dates and ginger, and I'm gonna have to go get the ginger. So it's supposed to be really good for your immune system, and I've never had it, so I'm gonna try and make some. I am going to be using a recipe by Monchi. I'm gonna link her channel or something in the description, maybe even to her website directly, to the recipe. Monchi cooks Korean food, and she explains everything in English. So she taught me how to cook essentially, but I've never tried jujube ginger tea before, so it's going to be an experience, and I look forward to tasting it. Alright, so according to Monchi, we need 4 ounces of dried jujubes. I'm gonna use my flying saucer. It's replaced my digital scale. I love it. It's got ounces and pounds on the lower scale and kilograms on the upper scale. So we said 4 ounces. And then we need to, also we'll need 1 ounce of ginger, and I did weigh this before. It's about half of this much, yeah. Oops. So we're done with measuring that. And wash the jujubes. I think the cats want to see what I'm up to. Mine are very dehydrated, so full disclosure, I use a little less. That's not quite 4 ounces. I'm just judging with what I have. The next thing I'm supposed to do is to cut through them. So I'll give it a shot. Mine are really dry, so we'll see if, yeah, it works. So cut through them. This is to make it easier for when we boil them, is to make it easier for them to soften and cook. So this is going to take a while. So I'm almost done. I found that the best tool actually to make that slit through the dates was not my chef knife, but a steak knife because of the teeth. Dates are featured in Korean weddings, both as an offering, but also part of the ceremony. And I remember my husband is so generous. he gave me most of it. So I'm chewing and it was a big one. So I'm chewing on my date until the end of the of the ceremony, actually. And there's a number of pictures that they took where I managed to look okay, but I mean I had a big date in my mouth still. Alright, so then that's it for the dates. And then I need to finish peeling this ginger and slice it thin. Incidentally, vegetable peelers are a Swiss invention. Did you know that? Pretty proud of that one. I'm working with ginger that's been frozen. So I don't use it often, and but you know, you buy those big ginger roots. So I freeze it and defrost when I need it, but it does mean that it's a little mushy. Of course, for this application, it won't matter because we're boiling it. It still has all of its flavor. At least it feels like it. It has quite the fragrance. If you're lucky, you might see myself cutting my fingers. I'm not a chef. I'm trying this real time, you know. We'll see how it turns out. So those were the jujubes, the ginger. We'll need water, and we'll need a cinnamon stick. And I am not. I mean, this is my cinnamon. It does say cinnamon stick, right? But it's in the form of powder. So I'll maybe usually when you cook with this, maybe half a teaspoon. I'll try that. There might be some opportunities to taste it and see. I obviously, no, it's not obvious, but I've never had it before, so I don't know what it's supposed to taste like. So I'll just make it to my taste. The next step is to put this in a pot. Everything, the dates, I'm actually not sure they're dates. I forget what they tasted like. They look like dates. And then with that, we want to put 6 cups of water. So I am going to do that precisely, just out of an abundance of caution, as I have no idea, how this is supposed to turn out like. I hope that this pot is big enough now that I'm... 6 cups sounds like a lot. Okay, 2, this is 4. 6. My next pot is just much bigger than that. What is it, baby? Yeah, you did a good job. You did a good job. You want to go out? I think my cat might want to go out. We saw what it was like out there before. It hasn't gone out yet. You want to go outside, Coco? Just give it a twirl? Huh? Yeah, hold on a second. So what did we say? Half a cup of cinnamon. Half a cup? Yeah. No. Half a teaspoon. Again, here it's not a precise science because I don't have a cinnamon stick. So I am going to mix this a little bit. And I've never used cinnamon this way. It doesn't mix very well. It's like cocoa. It's like cocoa powder. Alright, alright, so I'll put this on the stove, and we're supposed to allow it. I really think I'll transfer this to a bigger pot. I know this is going to overflow. So we put it on the pot, medium to low heat for 30 minutes. Okay. Huh. You may have to crack the lid if the kettle or pot is small. That's my case. Because it will easily boil over. Joy. What do I do? Bigger pot. When I say bigger, I'm not joking, it's bigger. But I would rather do that than having to clean my stove again. Alright. So now it's like there's a little bit at the bottom of the pot, but way safer. So I'm going to put that on the stove and let it go for 30 minutes. It's been over half an hour. I got sidetracked. Yeah, 10 more minutes. Doesn't matter because it needs to boil more. I'm looking for a spoon. Here we go. So the water has reduced. It smells really good. It smells like cinnamon and ginger. That's definitely the dominant scent here. So this needs to boil more, but at lower heat. So I'm going to get it to a low heat. It needs to simmer. So we're going to go another hour with that and check back. It's been almost an hour since I last checked on it. I should have checked. It's not simmering. It kept warm at least. I put it on low. Let's check. Didn't realize it went to less than a simmer. I didn't know that this could happen if you left a pot on the stove. I'll take it as done. Oops. One more. So what's supposed to happen next is we're supposed to squeeze all of this out. So perhaps the thing to do is to test how feasible that is, and if the dates are not soft enough, then I'll have to boil this longer. So let me pick one out. I'm going to rinse it in cold water so I can touch it and see what that feels like. I think it'll be squeezable. Let me see what it tastes like. It's not done. There's more steps that need to happen, but I'm curious. I see how it works. Yeah? Alright. I think it'll be good. So actually the next step is to strain this, run it through a strainer, and then it's labor intensive because what we have to do is to pass everything so the pulp and anything that's soft can get transferred. We don't want to lose any of this really good nutrition. So whatever we can recover and put into the tea, we want to do that. So it's considerably reduced, I would say by half. I haven't measured it. Let me start by stirring this up. There's some deposits on the sides of the pot that I'm trying to recover. And then strain. So we put everything in there, and then the idea is to squeeze this through. Ah, I see how it works. Okay. Yeah, definitely soft enough. And just squeeze everything, the ginger, the dates, all of that through. Definitely a lot of work. The hardest is the ginger. Get my step ladder. I think part of the reason is I'm too short. This is uncomfortable. I'm headless, but it's better. This house, I believe, was owned by giants before us. They built. No, this is still the old part of the house, but they redid the kitchen entirely, and the cabinets essentially begin where I end. I mean, this is our first shelf, you guys. It's like, yeah, 3 shelves. So that's why I have this step ladder. Now I'm super tall, but this is a lot more comfortable. Yeah. Having your kitchen countertops at chin level is no fun either. I do get, it's not very ergonomic for me. Okay, so this is all that's left. It's essentially the skin. So by now this has completely cooled. And that is not how you want to drink it. We'd like this to be a nice, comforting, warm drink. So now this is really, yeah, it does get quite sick. No, it's not sick. It gets quite thick. But yeah, smells good. So the next step is to return this to the heat and serve. Now in my case, I am not going to use all of this. I only need a cup. So I'm just going to extract 1 cup out of that and reheat that much and give it a shot. And I'm going to add a bit of water. This was supposed to make 4 cups. I think it's reduced a lot. So after all of this thorough work, I finished this like an American. So you're supposed to return this to the stove and heat it up. I zapped it in the microwave oven. 1 minute. Let me give a taste. No idea what it's supposed to taste like. Maybe missing a bit of sweetness. I'm going to add a bit of honey and see what that does. That's what was missing. Okay, now I see it. All right. Definitely good. And the rest of it I'm gonna save in a jar. Keep in the fridge for a few days. I made 2 cups, 3 cups, so I'll definitely be adding water to that when I drink it. This is really concentrated here. And then I know to add a little bit of honey when I drink this. So my Jujube ginger tea.